Yes, people, greetings. We're back, and we have to talk about why you should not believe the hype. The hype. You know, over the years, watching this media, relentless propaganda, and how efficient and how effective they are at filling our heads up with nonsenses. So I'm looking at the crypto, seeing where it's at currently. Let's go and see. BTC on a daily. Let's move some of these lines. So as you see, we took a little fall back in June, 7th of June, the 6th of June, made a little spike up before the crash into the regions where we're at currently. We touched a low of 17 and a bit and a half, and then we've been ranging. But this little spike up here and this little spike previously brought us out of the danger zone from the 19, and we saw a peak of 23, touched 24 on some exchanges. So now we have this drawdown, and we're trying to figure out what was going on. And some news came out. Now this is an expected retrace because we've had so much terrorism, but been on a continuous downtrend. Downtrending since the highs. See them? We've been downtrending. The trend is your friend. Before that, he was making an uptrend. And then before that, he made another downtrend. And again. So we see some patterns forming. We can draw some lines and find out where is our support, where is our resistance, where can we start trading, and the ranges. So right now we're in this lower range, lower than we've ever been. But weird thing is that when you watch the media, when these events occur, when you start to see things occurring. There we go. Oops. Well, we've got these events occurring. Excuse me. Mouse is being dodgy. But when we see these key points, data points occurring. News kicks off. We have news that seems to be a cataclysm, have a catalyst effect on the markets and the trading. This point here, we had news of all of these companies, the DeFi companies. We had Terra Luna crash. We had all of these companies defaulting off of 3 Arrows exchange. We had a drop before up here, which was due to the mining. Similar time last year, Bitcoin reached a peak, dropped right back down, you see it. But everybody was thinking, yeah, this range here, the 2030s, we're cool. But now we dropped below the 30s into the 20s, and even below the 20s, and people are saying, we never know. We might reach all one of these levels, 15. We might all reach the 15s, or even lower. But I hear what I'm talking about, these patterns forming, and the little relief rally. Call it a relief rally. When you've been facing a lot of hardship, and then all of a sudden you get a little bounce. But obviously you're finding some resistance in this area, and there has to be a news catalyst to bring us further down. So what is going to be the catalyst that will bring us to see these regions of 15? What is going to be the catalyst to bring us to 15 or below? Or what's going to be the catalyst to send us on a higher trajectory where we could start reclaim 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 to infinity and beyond. That's what the Bitcoin family is hoping for. But you need to zoom out and see. Now, the skullduggery behind all of this, why I'm showing you a bit of technicals, is that the market is a funny little beast. Now, the latest news that came out yesterday is that Tesla sold his BTC. So, quick backtrack. Elon Musk, everybody knows Elon Musk, and what I'm wondering is, why does everybody have to come and repeat the same soundbite? And you know, the thing is, this didn't happen yesterday. Tesla sold his BTC, but the news only came out yesterday. So, you know, they say buy the rumor, sell the news, buy the rumor. So we move again, our officials, and we want to see what can we do here. So, is this selling pressure due to Tesla? It can't be, because Tesla happened back here And this is what is shady. Tesla apparently got out here. Was there some insider information that made him jittery, or was it just perfect timing? But when did he buy in? They're saying that he bought in higher and he sold down here, which meant that he sold at a loss. So why would a big investor like Tesla sell at a loss? We wonder. And why is the media just talking about it, making headlines? We've been given a narrative. The media is very manipulative. And it seems like all of these YouTubers have to make their earnings from shilling, shilling. It's not news today, 7 hours ago, 13 hours ago, 9 hours ago, 11 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Why people? And you know the wickedest thing is when I was watching the charts, I said to myself, we need a news event to bring the price back down. Just in the morning I was saying to myself, this is all going too good, man. This is giving people the illusion. You want to see the YouTubers' comments the day before and think they're like, yeah, we're getting a little bounce and we're going up. They started getting their hopes up and all of these things. But when you zoom out and you look at it on the daily or you look at it on the weekly, it's horrifying. Look at this little blip that we've just made, and people are getting so excited about this little blip in the grand scheme of things. So when they're talking about FOMO, fear of missing out, I say to them, zoom out, brethren. There ain't no fear of missing out. As a matter of fact, you see all like where this line is just mystically sitting. Don't be surprised if we're not visiting here, because we're a lot closer to down here than we are to up here. Now, there is a lot of cash sitting on the sides. There is a lot of money being taken out of the system. And the hardships are increasing, and they're increasing for a reason. We've been thrown in a spin. We are in a recession. We are facing a Great Depression. We are facing terrible times, and this will be extended. They won't be able to print their way out of this. Not in a hurry. We are being squeezed, like squeezed. You want to see how much we're being squeezed? Let's look and see. Where is the pound currently? Look where the pound is currently. Have to move this across so you can see. The pound is at an all-time low to T. It's gone from 130s odds. Let's look at this on the daily. Look, the economy is in a decline, people. Let's look at it on the weekly. Oh my sugar. There's somebody had their money in at 139 and they're down at 112, 118, 19. What they're asked. Then we're going to look at some other body. That's the pound and the dollar on the weekly. What about the euro and the dollar? How's that fair? That's not faring too pretty either. Seems like we've been in a steady decline. this year. If you look at it on the weekly and on the monthly, holy crap, Barry, what's going on? What on earth is this? The economy is tanking. That is what is happening. Money is being taken out of the system. Now that's the forexes. Now one of the indexes that we need to be watching is this mofo, because this is representing the Japanese yen versus the dollar. And you see this steep acceleration? You see this? It's not good. It's not good for the economy. This is Japan going into default. If you look at the news, the economic news, you will see that the higher this gets is the worse it is for we. The Japanese economy is going into a massive bubble, believe you me. And this is why we have to keep our eyes on the money. It's not funny. Now let's look at gold, where they tell us to invest our hard-earned money on the weekly. Let's look at gold and see. So, early 21, we were down in this region, made a little bit of spiky. We had some very volatility, went all the way up here, captured a whole heap of people and drawed them out, and now we're on a dip because the dollar yen versus the gold, when one goes up, the other comes down. There's a relationship. Now, why we have to get into militaristic mode? Bees. Let's look at the utilities. Natural gas. Oh my holy. Is this why we're being squeezed? Is this all part of the squeeze? We are seeing levels that have not been seen. Understand? Look, this is 2016. We are at levels that has not been seen for years and years and years. The economy. Now let's quickly look at a couple of the indices. The Nasdaq. And these indices normally, they only do one thing, go up. These was guaranteed edges against inflation. But now look, we see some retracing back to levels that was not seen since 2020, May. And what also happened early 2020, why everything exploded suddenly. They pumped all this money into the system, into the economy, innit? They gave them an illusion of grandeur. And now, they were contracting it heavily. And we are finding this across the board. Now, these things don't normally mean nothing to you and me, but now they do. These relationships, the QQQ, all these indices track the economy, where the money is going, where the money is coming out of. And believe you me, these levels that we are seeing, look here, the last time we reached this level was in 2021. Let's come back on the monthly. These indices was the indices that you could guarantee your returns on. America is a false economy and the bubble is about to burst. Now let's have a quick look at cryptocurrency. Again, what do we see? This is a bear cycle, and people hasn't been admitting it on the YouTube until they had to admit it eventually, when they saw 1, 2, 3, and they saw November, December, January, February, March, April. You know, I got a YouTuber, this brother, was still saying we're in a bear trend. Still saying we're in a bear trend. All when everybody else had done see what the charts is telling you. So the media is very funny. We know this already. This is nothing new. We're seeing a little pump back to our line. Some funny business. They got the people FOMOing in. They're like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin is rising. I missed it. It was at 19. And then it went up to 20s, and then it went 21s, and then it went 22. Let's get in, let's get in, let's get in, let's get in. Tesla bring out a tweet or a news, and everybody starts shitting their pants and running for the... What is this thing? Manipulation! Manipulation! This is nothing but manipulation, I'm telling you. Yeah. The global economy though. It's not just crypto. People say, crypto is funny. Didn't I just show you what's going on the world stage? The whole stage is full of funny money. It's not funny. It's not really funny. Because this is people's life savings has gone into these funds, these big hedge funds. We take you and my life savings and our pensions, and they put them into these indices and gamble off the money. They are wildly, recklessly gambling. And when they run out, they just come back to you and say, spot me another X amount. And you're like, you're not even knowing that you're giving a habitual gambler. You're giving them legs to run. And they take it and they run with it and make huge profits. You just have to look at the economic news to see how they're making huge profits. And these profits that they're making is all from the taking. The taking of your outputs that they have converted into currency, your labor. Imagine the amount of time that we spend slaving for him. And then you come home, you can't feed your kids, but you can feed him. And his degeneracy. Degenerate, like in crypto you have some people called degenerates that will ape into a coin. You see him? They will buy into a coin and then just hype up, hype up, hype up, hype up, hype up, hype up, hype up. Hype up, hype up. Look, we're going to the moon, boys. We're going to make money. Yay. But right now, the news, it ain't so. But if you was on this YouTube a little while back, just imagine, you can imagine all the headlines. People was more willing to trust what was happening. But now, people are questioning, can you even trust this thing? Nobody is feeling good about this economy. There has been a lot of exposure to a lot of fraudulent activity on a high level. So cryptocurrency is just minor. You know, the total market cap of crypto. Let's go look at the market cap of everybody. What am I looking for? The market sectors and their economy. These different sectors: communications, consumer, staples, discretionary, energy, financials, healthcare, industrials, information technology, material, real estate, utilities. All of the stocks, all of the companies that is involved in these 11 market sectors, major categories that they use, right? Market capitalization. Right? You want to find out who's got the biggest market cap. Sorry, my head, I can't. My query. Currently, the market cap in the crypto, we're just around the 1 trillion mark. We just passed over 1 trillion, but we made a dip below it. There was. We had 873 billion 658,928,006 873 billion 658,987,261 US dollars equivalent was the market cap. Is the market cap, was the lowest, currently just touched over 1 trillion, and the highest was nearly 3 trillion, 2,904,441,000. Ah, you chiller. 2,904,441,000,000 and 786,523 and a couple of pennies since, right? So we have little market cap. What is the gold? It's a market cap of gold. 11 trillion, right? So 11 times where cryptocurrency is. Market caps. Let's look at this. I want the chart. Here we go. This is what I was trying to find. So, gold currently, market cap 11 trillion. Apple, 2 trillion. This Saudi Aramco, 2 trillion. Microsoft, just under 2 trillion. Apple, Amazon, Silver. Look, these tech companies, giants, this is what we say about globalization. How 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 companies have a large market cap, so much so that they cover the whole of the S&P, the major I was mentioning this in my party, that this index tracking all of the tech companies and is a handful of companies that have 80% of the S&P. Alright, so we have all of these now. Billions, Verizon companies, billions, that make the market cap of 188 billion. So, crypto is now back in the trillion, so it's just around where silver is. So, just after Tesla and just below silver, or around the price of silver, is Bitcoin. But here's the thing, the market cap of the sectors is in the hundreds of trillions. When you add up all the companies' market caps in each sector, the sectors. So what we're saying is, and what we see, is that one set of people, one ring to rule them all. This is why we have to keep our eye on the ball. Alright. Time, ladies and gentlemen, give thanks. We'll be back with more assessment and analysis of the markets and the economic outlook. Peace.